So yes, now after we have cleared the styles that we don't need, we're gonna create our own. We're gonna create our own custom CSS folder, and to do that, we need to be in the source directory. Okay, you're gonna come over here and then write the new style file. So now I'm gonna append our style script .css. Okay, and then that should, I'm gonna recreate it again. So just go over here, no, not and then add, just go over there and then add global.css. So now in here, this is where we're gonna instantiate all our our custom CSS. Now what I've done, I have I want to add fonts. Okay, so like a font family. Actually, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head into, just go ahead and go to Google, and the fonts that I'm gonna use, and then I'll get in here and go ahead and add this in the header tag. Okay, and I've already added those, and then down here you'll come and add your custom fonts. Okay, so one thing I know about CS, whenever you're using Tailwind, you need to add three base components. Sorry, three base. There are three files that I think I copied them somewhere here, that Tailwind normally looks for in your CSS script. Okay, so just want to make sure. So it's base, utilities, and components. Okay, so make sure that you add those into your, looking for my fonts. Yeah, okay, there you are. So I'll get into this in a minute and why I kept it over there. So make sure you add these three imports in your CSS. Okay, so now that we have that, now we want to make sure that our fonts are working. We can test from here and inspect. Now when we inspect, we should be, and they are not being imported. Why? It's because we do not have our global CSS imported over here. So now how you add custom CSS into your layout, you don't use the link tag. So what you do, you import instead. Okay, oh, this autocomplete is being a mess. So import, and then in here you're gonna import. So take a look at, so we're over here and we need a file around here. So what we need to do is to back out of layouts and then get into styles. So what you can do, you can copy the relative path over here, but this is all we need. Okay, so we back out and then get into the style. So now when we try to, let me make sure that I can put this on the side. Okay, there we go. So now when we try to analyze this, we will see that, come on, yeah, it should show that our fonts are That's interesting. Let's add something in here. So let's see, does background color red work? Yeah, that works. So these fonts should be already integrated in here. It's being cancelled out for some reason. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We are gonna come in here and then emphasize these fonts. Okay, yeah, so that way they are prioritized first. So yeah, cool. So now we've imported our styles. Everything works out so well. In case we want to make any custom styles in here, this is where we shall write them. But at the moment, we're gonna be using Tailwind CSS. So in the next video, we're gonna be looking at how to add components, and we're gonna start with the menu component. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So now in this video, we're gonna take a look at how we can add a menu component, our first component within our application. Now if I clean this up, so when you get over here in components, the first thing you're gonna do is to add a new file, which is called menu, okay, .astro. And then in here, so what I'm gonna do, honestly, I'm gonna cheat because I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. So just go ahead in Google and type Tailwind menu. Okay, just go ahead and look for any Tailwind menu. So if I maximize this, I think I like this, so I'm gonna take this. So just copy everything in here and then paste it over here. And then what we're gonna do, okay, now take note. So now remember I said, if I didn't say it now, this is the moment to pay attention. So the slot is everything that is from any other page. So whatever is at the top, okay, will be on every single page, and whatever is at the bottom, the same thing. But with anything that is in between, that is a slot, is everything on the other page. So for example, to make sense, if you go on the about page, we should be able to see the same navigation menu. If you go to the services, we should be able to see the same navigation menu and footer. So now let's import our menu. Now, one thing I've found is that whenever you're writing components, it's a good idea. Personally, I feel like it's a good idea to write them with in Pascal, like capital letters first. And then when you're writing pages go over here. You can write them in small, starting with lowercase letters. So now we've written. Now it wants us to import it. If you're using VS Code, it should pretty much pick it up. So I want you to pay attention to the top here. So yeah, we've imported the menu from menu.astro. So this can be any name, okay. I'm not sure it can be any, actually, yeah, it can. Let me see if, let's actually test this. So if I call this nav menu, provided that I use the same name down here and it's being imported from this, let's see, yeah, it should show up, okay. Yeah, so that can be any name. All right, moving forward. So what we're gonna do, so now we have our menu, but take a look. When we go to the mobile, it can't close, okay. By default, it's display block. So what you're gonna do, okay, you're gonna come in here into the menu. So now we are pretty much done with this. So I'm gonna get into the menu, and then right around here, because this is where the details are, the docs, examples, and everything. So this is the collapsible menu. So what you will do in Tailwind, so you're gonna hide it on mobile, and then on large it will display flex, okay. So now if you minimize that, you see, so now it's hidden. But now take a look, when you click the hamburger icon, it cannot display. Okay, so how do we deal with that? So you're gonna come back to the button over here, okay, and then the first thing you're gonna do is data data collapse. What is going on to be? So, and then in here, we're going to give it the name of the ID of this collapsible menu. Okay. So now in here, if the ID is nav menu, feel free to give it small names. So that's what we are going to assign over here. Okay, and then the next thing is we need area controls, and then we're gonna assign them the same name. They're gonna point to the ID of the menu. And then the last thing is area expanded, and that will be false. Okay, so now when we come back over here, still it does not work. So how do we do that? So now there are two options over here. You can, all right, you can come over here and write your custom JS to toggle menu. All right, however, there is a simpler way. So just go ahead, just go in Google and type Flowbyte. So this is like an additional plugin for Tailwind. Okay, and move all the way to the quick start. Okay, and then we're just going to use a Flowbyte. So you can let's see. So Flowbyte, get started with Flowbyte by including into your project using. All right, so you can go ahead and read through all these. It's pretty fun. It has a lot of additional plugins that you can use in your project. But we're just gonna go all the way straight to. We're not gonna use npm, and we shall go to all the way to the CDN. So copy this, and then put it in your header. Okay, I'll just put it just after the. And then get the script, and then just put it just before your body. Okay, body closing. So now that we have both of those two, we have the CSS link, and then we have the scripts. So now if we go back to our application on desktop, it displays pretty well. Now when we click on that, the menu is active. Okay, so you can write your JS, but JavaScript to toggle the navigation, but there's a simpler way if you don't want to waste time on that. So now let's clean up this menu now that it works. One thing I wanted to take a look, see on iPads and medium screens, it's gonna display both. So to fix that, you're gonna get somewhere. Oh, it should be fixed actually. Yeah, it should be fixed. Yeah, I thought over here it's medium screens. Yeah, okay, so it's large. So yeah, looks good. So I was saying let's fix the, because we want something like that. So let's see, what do we need? So the first thing we need is home, and then new, so we have all those, and then I want to make sure that this link leads to, okay, and then I just want to get rid of all this. I don't need this background. It's gonna be text slate. I'll give them that color, and okay, so I want to make sure that I control find. So yeah, they're over. So text orange, believe that's the color, and hover, and yeah, so far let's see how it looks like. So yeah, okay, looks good. Okay, and so now I'm gonna put this on the side, and then I'll push everything at the end. So let's see, there is a button over here, but I don't think we are gonna need it. Okay, let's see how that is. So we have, I try to minimize all this so that I see what's going on. So this is, okay, so this is the logo. I'm gonna switch this to a W, and I'll make it extra bold, and let's see, let's see, so we have these three, so they should justify content. So if I say on large items, this should flex row. Okay, so I can see where this is coming from. I do not need that. I can give it that size. Okay, so now my main flex scroll. So I'm gonna give it a large of max for each. There we go. And then I'm gonna come back over here. I'll get everything under one umbrella, and then in here I'll give them a width of about I think 80. Yeah, so I'm gonna give them a width of about 80. And let's see. Background of, okay, so this is the issue. Okay, now that has been resolved. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna add one more thing over here. Let's see. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to fix. So this should only happen on large screens. Okay, and now say on large screens it should there we go. So yeah, so the width on smaller screens it should go all the way, but on larger screens it should be, yeah. So now that resolves the whole issue. Okay, we are just gonna fix the this should be the button, and over here says, yeah, there we are. So this should be slit. Love that, love 800. And this should be slit as well. So when you minimize that, okay, so we need to fix something. Where was it? So slit 800. Okay, so when you hover over, it should be border slit 800. Okay, or we can make it 600. or maybe 500. But again, in this is mobile, so honestly, you rarely hover over such toggle buttons. So yeah, so now when you click over this, I think I'm gonna make the text more bold. So get over here, and then right over, I think I'm just gonna create them right over here. Yeah, to select all these, literally just pressing Command D on Mac. So let me fix one thing here. So you can select any text and then Command D, it's gonna select the rest of the text that is just below it. So, and then that way you can write on one line. So I'm gonna say font bold, okay, or semi bold, and yeah. I'm getting a feeling I should increase these, but no, they should be fine. I'm looking at the design over here, and it looks like it should be a little bit grayish, so let's take a look. It should be, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, let's try to match it up. So that's, oh, maybe 700. There we go. What we changed was something else, so it should be right around here. So let's take a look. Is it even getting the custom color? I don't think so. That does not look good. Yeah, felt something was not right. So what we're gonna do is select all these, Command D them, then paste that, and then select this, Command D everything, and then add text color and text slate, and then something like 700. That should fix our issue, or rather 700 is too far. Let's use maybe 600. Yeah, so that looks pretty awesome. So yeah, that was something nice to work on. So far this is where we are. That was interesting to work on. So the next thing that we're going to work on is to create components over here, which is the news and the landing, the hero section, and create a couple of products. So if you want to see how we can create a list of products with content, and then later on create like a dummy blog, so stick around, and I'll show you how you can use stuff like mapping and filtering, as you show data in your, without rewriting the same card 3 times. So yeah, see you in the next video. Bye bye.